Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for attending the Lamrim class. So, I mentioned few times, we are very lucky to have a time to study Dharma. Also, we are very lucky to have had Venerable, my dear friend Geshe Lobsang to teach the wisdom chapter. So it makes me more easy next when I teach the wisdom chapter. And also, we had really wonderful teaching about emptiness. I hope, everybody gets a quite good understanding of emptiness. And right now, we are studying serenity or karma bonding. So it's a bit difficult to understand how to practice shamatha, karma bonding, single-pointed meditation. Somehow, we really have to study, we really need to know exactly how we should meditate. Otherwise, many people always try to do meditation. The meditation sometimes can be laxity, sometimes can be excitement, sometimes can be totally the foggy mind. Therefore, as a Buddhist, we believe in next life. We not just simply believe, we really believe, there's a next life. So we will go through. Not only next life, there's a, the endless next life. Then there's a question always raised during the Buddha lifetime. Many non-Buddhists raise two questions. First question they raise to Buddha, is there a beginning point or not? Is there a creator or not? The second question raised to Buddha, is there a ending of the samsara or not? So Buddha's didn't answer for these two questions because the people who asked question, those were non-Buddhist. If Buddha answered directly, there wasn't like a creator, there wasn't, like beginning point, then the non-Buddhist people become very unhappy. They have a lot of misunderstanding about their practice. Also, Buddha didn't answer directly, there's a ending of samsara. Because they also believe, after you pass away, you will go into, like pure land or moksha place, or you will repeatedly, born again in samsara, but there's no particular view from non-Buddhist, there's an ending of samsara. That's why Buddha didn't answer directly for those two questions. Here, related to samsara, many Buddhist people always think samsara always refer to the place where we live, where we stay. Not the place like Singapore is not be referred to samsara. The samsara actually referred to the physical body which is we have. The dukkha, truth of suffering. So when we talk about overcome, free from suffering, mean you can be free with the physical, this physical body which is arise based on afflict emotions and ignorance, and negative karmas or positive karmas. Samsara always refer to the physical body which is arises based on affect emotions and negative karmas or positive karmas. That's why Buddha didn't answer us, for those two questions. As a Buddhist, we believe in next life. We believe, in the endless next life. The answer can be, is there an ending of samsara or not? Is the answer simply we can say depend on you. If you seriously practice dharma, if you are able to realize emptiness, then there's an ending of samsara for you, right? You have your own samsara, then there will be the ending of samsara based on you. Second, we are not just believe in next life, also we believe in nirvana, very popular, famous topic, nirvana or Buddhahood. Again, achieving Buddhahood or not, achieving liberation or not, you are fully liberated or not, also is very much depend on you. If we have been doing this kind of practice for every day, then I don't think we can have the ending of samsara, because we always accumulate the causes and condition for the samsara. There's no ending of samsara for us. If we change our practice, not as usual, if we change little bit our practice, then there will be ending of samsara, there will be possibility to achieve liberation, Buddhahood. How we must change? Generally, as a Buddhist, we have so many unrealistic belief systems, something totally not logical, not reality. Still we believe, have been doing so many things which is not realistic. So first, whatever we believe, practice must be reality, must be a realistic practice. Second, for us very easy to do like chanting, recitation, practice of generosity, practice of patience. These are very good, but very easy, also very good. If you're doing only this kind of practice, then there's no hope you can be, fully liberated from samsara. There's no hope we can achieve Buddhahood. Therefore, we have to change our daily practice. How we should change? Yes. So beginning of your practice on the daily basis. First, when we woke up, we should not think, I have to do this and this today, this and this tomorrow. First we thought, yes, I'm alive, I should do my practice, I should do dharma practice. How? Then you can start your practice with the first, generate the renunciations. You can generate the renunciation based on understanding of the impermanence, understanding of the subtle impermanence. When you remember the subtle impermanence, everything is changing momentarily, then you realize, yes, my life is changing momentarily. It can be, end any time or any day. This reminds you, the death. When you remember the death, it's very useful to have a less attachment, anger, hatred, pride. Every practice must begin with the practice of impermanence, practice of, remember the practice of impermanence, practice of like a death. Then you must do your daily like a chanting recitation based on bodhicitta, great compassion, short time recitation chanting. After you finish your daily recitation chanting, then you must have a more time, longer time for meditation. As I mentioned many times, we are not really lacking of not having teacher, not having enough teaching. So we have more than enough teaching and teachers. We are really lacking not doing the proper, not doing meditation. Yes, we do meditation, we're not doing the proper meditation. Therefore, so we must do, chanting, recitation, sadhana, whatever, but we give more time for meditation. Therefore, within the 6 perfections, the last 2 perfections are very important. The meditative concentration chapter and the wisdom chapter is so important within the 6 perfections. So therefore, let's say how we should do meditation. Everybody know meditation means like the mindfulness. Simply, many people say mindfulness. All mindfulness not necessary to be meditation. Somebody has a very mindfulness about doing a lot of negative activities. Right? Somebody is very mindful about doing things. It doesn't mean it is a meditation. So the meditation meaning the always mindful about the positive action, mindful about your mind familiar with the compassion, kindness, tolerance, renunciation, bodhicitta, emptiness. So when we do meditation, of course everybody very much focus how to sit in the sitting position. Yes, sitting position is very important. Within the sitting position, the mental activities are more important than the physical, the sitting position. The sitting position is very easy to do, right? The second we talked a little bit about how we do proper meditation. So before we start to do meditation, we need an object. We need something to focus on, right? We need something to focus on. So what kind of object we must have when we do meditation? Again, the answer is very simple. It depends on you. How? So different people has a different, the number of emotions are exactly same. Everybody has the same number of emotions. Not somebody has a more, somebody has a less. Everybody's, all human beings, include animals, everybody has the same numbers of emotions, like anger, hatred, attachment, delusions, same number. But somebody has a stronger, somebody have a weaker. There's a different. So the object of meditation is depend on you, right? If you are a very angry person, then you need to find the object for reducing anger. If you are a very, jealous person, then you need to find an object to reduce the jealousy. If you are very ignorant, you are totally have a strong ignorance, then you need to find a particular object to reduce ignorance. Therefore, so before we do meditation, we must find, the proper object of meditation. So generally, focus on your breathing is very basic. It's very basic. Many people think this is a very important meditation. It is not. If you focus on your breathing in and out continuously, 1 hour or 2 hours or 5 hours, and that time you feel so bliss, you feel so calm, happy. When you arouse that meditation, then all negative emotion active same as before. It cannot reduce the negative thoughts, only doing the breathing meditation. Therefore, in the past we already learned what kind of object we must have when we do meditation. So each time when you do, the meditation, you must think there are two types of meditations, which is analytical meditation and single-pointed meditation. Many people, even though many Theravadas master always talk about the single-pointed meditation, they never explain much about the analytical meditations. Therefore, His Holiness Dalai Lama said many times, he said based on his own experience, he said, for me, if I need to choose two of them, which is analytical meditation and single-pointed, I will choose the analytical meditation. So before we do the single-pointed meditation, we must do the analytical meditation, analyze. For example, we everybody, very angry to someone, very angry. So we feel it, we knew, we are very angry, I am very angry. Then you need to check why I am angry towards whom. Do analyze, do some kind of analysis. Then, yes, I'm angry towards that person, or I'm angry with my, own things. Then you think second, why? Then you need to find the reason why I'm angry towards something or someone. Then finally you really, going to notice, yes, that reason I'm angry. Then you need to think about the reason, to use, the another contradiction reason. Then the reason which is you thought before, it going to be, totally disappear. Then you will, very easy to reduce anger. Therefore, first we do analytical meditation. Second, we must do the single-pointed meditation. So when we do, the single-pointed or mindfulness meditation, then you must remember there are two very, great obstacles. What are they? Laxity and excitement. Those are very, great obstacle. That means, let's say everybody now, commonly we meditate on, our, breathing. At the beginning, yes, you will able to focus on your breathing. You can focus. After a few minutes, you forgot your, the object of meditation, which is breathing. That's why we forgot. That means there's two reasons. One, you have a forgetfulness, or you have a laxity, or you have a excitement. Right? Excitement. So you must remember the differences between excitement and distraction, right? Distraction. Excitement always arises with you based on, attachment or desire. Then distraction is happen with the other negative thoughts. For example, you are, meditate on your breathing. So the breathing is your focus on meditation. You have fully focused on your breathing as an object. Then suddenly you remember to do recitation, right? But it is not attachment. It kind of like a desire. Then your mind become distracted. That's why when you do meditation, please everybody make sure you are fully focused on the object. If you too much focus, then also you will lose your object of meditation. You cannot remember. You focus too much, then you can have a laxity. Right? Laxity means you cannot see the object very clearly. Then you notice, yes, I cannot focus, I cannot see the object of meditation very clearly. Then you put too much effort to focus on, yes, then you can see the object of meditation very clearly. Then you push too much to see more clearly. Then you got distraction and destructive and excitement. So therefore, when you do meditation, please make sure your mind is, properly follow in the middle kind of path. Not too much focus, not too much relax. Right? But at the beginning, you don't have this kind of, the proper meditation. At the beginning, if you are able to focus, is good. Able to focus on the object, which is, if you even though you cannot see the objects very clearly, but able to focus is good. Just focus. Try to have a focus for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes. Then, due to the forgetfulness, and you cannot remember the object. Then again, you remember the object, focus continuously. Don't worry about, the clarity or not. Able to focus. It look like, you are teaching kind of, you are teaching to your, like a baby, like children, very child. Right? If you teach first, they follow after you, then children go somewhere play. Then you just bring back and teach again, right? So our minds totally look like a children, very wild children. Then today we learn particularly how we go through the step by step, about mindfulness or single pointed meditation. So before we start this one, we must learn, I think we already learned the causes and condition of the laxity and excitement, right? Okay, the page number 66. 66, right? The underlying cause of laxity and excitement. What are the signs of laxity? Laxity. Sign is referred to as the cause. What are the causes of the laxity? That means, look at, not restraining the sensory faculties. Number 1. Number 2, not eating in a moderation. Number 3, not making an effort to practice rather than the sleeping during the earlier and the later part of the night. Ongoing lack of vigilance, diluted behavior, oversleeping, and unskillful, being laziness. That means there's mainly not restraining sensory faculties. That means, look at, we always, our mind, we have 5 faculties, 5 sensories. We are always happy to look around, right? Also, we are happy to listen so many things. Also testing so many things. So we're not able to restrain our sensory faculties. First, for example, when you go, you are going in by bus, you are walking in the street through your kind of mindfulness. Suddenly, you're going to see something that you must restrain looking at the particular object or particular person. Then you must train your eyes. You should not look too much everywhere. You look which is you need to look. Right? Then listening also, even though we cannot stop to hearing something, the air always can hear some sound, some voice. When you're hearing something, you must know which is you want to focus, which is you should not focus. That's why first you really need to restrain your sensory faculties. Among the sensory faculties, yes, we are able to control our watching, listening, smell, but taste is so difficult, right? So difficult. Somebody say, oh, you should not drink coffee every day. So you are not ready to stop drinking coffee because you are very, indulge with the taste of coffee or eating so and so. Due to that reason, while you do a meditation, suddenly remember eating and drink. Then is one of the cause to arise laxity and excitement. Therefore, always restrain your sensory faculty. Then eating in moderation. That means, look at, if we eat too much, then we become fatty. Right now, many people taking biscuits, right? Fatty. So, if we eat, look at it, we thought we are very intelligent, but we know if we eat too much, we become fatty. After we become fatty, we need to reduce. It's a lot of work. Right? That's why moderate eating. This means we must eat. If you eat too much, it's not good for your health, it's not good for your practice. Because if you eat too much, then your organs has a lot of work to digest all the things. Then feel so tired. So that's why you must eat a certain amount of food. Then, food. The related to food, because look at, many Buddhist people said, Master said you should not eat garlic. You should not eat meat, which is very good. If you eat, a lot of garlic, it makes you very sleepy. That's why it's not good for your meditation. If you're doing meditation, if you always do meditation, you should not eat garlic. If you have a sleeping problem, if you have a lot of kind of the wind problem, then you can take the garlic as a medicine. Because one of the students, she has a sleeping problem. She cannot sleep, she cannot sleep well. So she came to see me. So she, doesn't take garlic meat. Then I said, you can take the garlic as a medicine. Whenever you eat food, you must add some garlic as a medicine. So she started to eat garlic little bit every meal, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. She always carry the garlic in the small container. She open and add little bit. It help to reduce the wind, energy. Then she can have a better sleeping. So if you have this kind of problem, then you can take the garlic as a medicine, not as a only for tasty. Then according to let's say the eating point, that's why you can see in Buddhist tradition, all sanghas or monks and nuns, all sanghas not supposed to eat dinner. Why? If you eat dinner, you feel so sleepy. You feel so sleepy, you cannot do proper meditation. Right? This one reason. Then, not making an effort to practice rather than the sleeping during the earlier and later part of the night. So that's why, if you serious meditator, you should not sleep early part of the night. That means, let's say early part of night means like a morning around 5 to 6 or 7. Between 5 to 6, 7 is the early part of the night. Early part. Namji chadu. Yeah. Then what happens if you have a habit to sleep, early part of the night, like 5, 4, 7, then you really miss the best time for your meditation. The morning, all energy is arising within your body, awakening everything. Therefore, At that time, if you do meditate, then you can have a better meditation. In morning, if you have a better meditation, the whole day you can have a good meditation. The night, the last later part of the night is talking about the late evening, around 7, 8, 9 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, between 7 and 9. So also that time is the energy, running energy of the fire energy running in your body. It also help you to melt all your energy. That time if you do meditation, it really help to have a good meditation. Due to that power, you can have a good meditation for whole nights. So we should not sleep early morning like 5, 6, 7, evening 7, 8, 9. Then effort to practice rather than the sleeping during the earlier part of night. Ongoing lack of vigilance, related behavior, oversleeping, being unskillful. Those are the causes condition for laxity and excitement. So when you do meditation, the concentration must be free from laxity and excitement, right? Laxity and excitement. So how you can be free from, these 2 months? Do you remember? The Lama Tsongkhapa says you always try to have a good mindfulness. Always try to have a good mindfulness. If you have a really good mindfulness, then you won't forget the object of meditation. If you have a really good mindfulness, when excitement arises, you're going to detect, right? You're going to realize. So therefore, everybody must have a good mindfulness. As I mentioned in the last class, how we can have a good mindfulness, right? For example, I think everybody has a pocket, right? A wallet. If I ask how many pockets in your wallet, then everybody have to open, okay, how many pockets? Do you have pockets? You do have wallets, right? How many pockets it has?
6.
Can you open now? 6, huh? Now you check. No more than 6, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, around 8, around 9, right? That's why actually we don't have a really good mindfulness. We never mindful what we have. Pocket, the wallet, how many pocket. Somebody has a watch, right? If somebody check, the number, the color, even though you don't remember. That's why every time you have to be very mindful about everything. Even though when you eat lunch, okay, how many spoons soup I drink? How many, food I take by, how many times? If you have mindfulness, then for you very easy to have a proper mindfulness. Therefore, Lama Tsongkhapa said, overall, try to have a good mindfulness. If you have a good mindfulness, then you won't forget. You don't have a forgetfulness. Right? If you don't have a forgetfulness, then you remember the object of meditation, something happened, you're going to realize. Right? So that's why we have to be, the meditation, the concentration must be free from laxity and excitement. Now next page, 67. So we start from here. What to do when laxity and excitement are absent? Right? So far, first, we have problem with the laxity and excitement. Sometimes we have a laxity, sometimes we have a excitement. Sometimes we have a both. We have many problems. Due to many effort, we are able to free from the laxity and excitement. Then there's another problem arise. Look at what to do when laxity and excitement are absent. By continuing to meditate after eliminating even the subtle laxity and excitement, right? So laxity has a two, subtle and gross. Subtle and gross. So therefore, the subtle laxity has there's a big kind of danger to mix up the proper mindfulness and subtle laxity. So many people have a confusion. The subtle laxity is they thought, the person thought this is the really, concentration. That means because the subtle laxity means you are fully focused on the object. You fully focus on the object for a long time. Maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, or maybe one day. You fully focus on the object for 1 day or 24 hours. That means you think, oh, now I have a really, good meditation because I am able to meditate on this object for, 24 hours. Then you feel I have a good meditation. But we are not sure this is the really meditation or laxity. You need to differentiate, the proper meditation and the laxity. Only focus is not going to say is meditation. Fully focus as well as the clarity. You must have a clarity. You must have a mindfulness. You must have a both. If you have a both, if you have a both of together for continuously 1 or 2 hours, then we can say you are able to do good meditation. You have a good meditation. You have a good mindfulness. Right? There's no mindfulness, there's no concentration. Therefore, you should not mix up subtle laxity and proper the concentration. Then what happened when there's no laxity and excitement? Look at by continuing to meditate after eliminating even the subtle laxity and excitement. Explained above, your mind will enter in the state of equipoise that is free from the imbalance of either laxity or excitement. That means your mind is very free from the two minds, which is laxity and excitement. And at this point, it is fault. Okay, look at this point, it is a fault to concentrate on, apply on the exert yourself. So cultivate equanimity as a remedy for this. That means the mind is free from the two minds, right? Excitement and laxity. That time is still you put effort to have to try to have a better kind of concentration. Then is another problem. That time your mind must be just put in the equanimity state. Right? Equanimity means should not too focus on the object. Should not try to have a more clarity. Right? If you try to have a more clarity, more clear object able to see more clearly, then again excitement arises. If you try to focus too much, then there's a laxity. That moment your mind have to be very relaxed, very equanimity. Should not too focus to have a clear, focused object. Should not try to have a more clear. Your mind must remain in the equanimity state. That means, look, for example, if you say, you just look at the Buddha statue, somebody look like this, too focused. Somebody like this. But still you can see the Buddha, right? It's okay, like this. You can see Buddha, but you cannot see the Buddha very clearly. Somebody say, like this. Then you are focused too close to the object, then the object will disappear. How you can say when you look at the Buddha like this way? focus, clear. Should not too focus, should not have a too clear. Just the, your mind must be in the balance. Then you will have a proper, mindfulness. Imbalance of the neither laxity or excitement. At this point, it is fall to concentration to apply or exert yourself. So cultivate equanimity as a remedy for. So you must have a cultivate equanimity. Right, equanimity. When laxity and excitement have gone and you see that your intention is calmly remaining on the object of meditation, relax your effort and abide on equanimity. Then remain this way for long as you please. Right? When laxity and excitement have gone and you see that your attention is calmly remain on the object of meditation, calmly remain. Then relax your effort and abide equanimity. Then remain this way for long as you please. Right? That means, please, let's say now we do kind of short demonstration. Okay, everybody just visualize, Buddha, any kinds of Buddha which you like. Buddha Shakyamuni, Amida Buddha, Ayuda Buddha, Mojibas, just, try to visualize Buddha. First, you to look at the Buddha, try to have an image of the Buddha in your mind. Then, when you have the image, the Buddha in your mind, you just focus on in the image of the Buddha in your mind. Yes, now you can see clearly. Then, finally, disappear. Yeah. Now, try to focus. Try to focus more. The Buddha's touch. Buddha, more focus. Then he going to disappear, right? Disappear. Then I ask you, okay, yes, you can see the Buddha, but you cannot see very clearly. You try to see clearly. Then you put effort to see more clearly. Then excitement calm. One has gone somewhere. Now you are able to see, is quite clear. Just focus on it continuously. Right? Second, we do demonstration based on impermanence. The impermanence is not just you're not kind of doing imagination. You cannot imagine, impermanence. So first we need to do analytical meditation on impermanence. Right? Everything is changing momentarily. First if we think about a year, combination of 12 months, right? Now we just think about 1 month, 30 days. 30 days combination of, 30 days. Then just think about 1 day, 24 hours, 12 hours, 10 hours, 1 hour. Then 60 minutes. 60 minutes. 60 minutes, 1 second. 1 second, 60 seconds. Just think about 1 second has a, maybe few hundred milliminutes. That means now you can see things are really changing very fast momentarily. When you have this kind of understanding, just observe. Just focus. Focus. Then, due to excitement, due to laxity, whatever, then slowly you forget the subtle impermanence. Then again do analytical meditation. Try to understand impermanent, subtle impermanent. When you fully understood, your just mind focus fully the understanding of the impermanence. Right? So there's a few very important instruction given by one of the Indian master, Tibetan master, how we should meditate on compassion, how should we meditate on impermanence and emptiness, how we should meditate on the Buddha's qualities. There's a different way we have to meditate on it. Next, we just have a class about emptiness. Just now everybody just imagine an object. Any object. Just imagine, you just look at the object. Right? Now, I think the best way everybody just imagine, we are going towards the Marina Bay Hotel. We are outside, right, next to the water. We can see the hotel. Yeah, right, everybody can see on the right. We can see the hotel. Where are you going? Marina Bay Hotel. Okay, we are walking, now we reach to the main entrance. Now we just enter in the hotel. Can you see the Marina Bay Hotel? No, you see the doors, you can see the elevator. You cannot see. You want to see the Marina, then you just go through the main entrance. You just get out from the hotel. Now you can see this is the Marina Bay Hotel, right? When you analyze part by parts, then there's no Marina Bay Hotel. It doesn't mean it not exists, it exists. But not exists what we thought. How we thought. It not exist what we thought. It exists a different way. If you study this way, the final you can realize, nothing really exists inherently. When you have this good understanding, just absorb. Absorb continuously. Right? Then you do this meditation for today, tomorrow, first day, 2 minutes, then second day, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then finally, when you look at our own, whatever you can see, it's appeared to me, but not exist independently. It appeared to me, not exist permanently. Everything is changing momentarily. That means you are really looking, look like a serious movie. Like movie just appearing that is finishing very fast. That's why if you have a really good meditation on impermanence, there's no way you can have a sense of attachment, sense of anger, sense of hatred. If you have a good meditation on, selflessness or emptiness, then that means you really, cut the root of all the emotion. Therefore, when you do meditation, you should not do meditation look like, praying, chanting. You must have a good understanding. You have a good kind of realization. When you realize, just focus, just absorb on it continuously. When you absorb, make sure no laxity, no excitement. When you feel, yes, my mind is fully free from excitement, laxity, then still you try to focus more, strongly, more detailedly. Then you are applying effort. That means it's an obstacle. Look at this point, it is the false to concentration to apply on the exert yourself. So cultivated equanimity as a remedy for this. So that moment, when you free from the two, obstacle, then you must cultivate equanimity. Next, related to equanimity, page number 68. I'm not going to go through the word by word. The question. Page number 68. Question. What sort of equanimity is this? Right? When your mind is free from the laxity and laxity excitement, you need to cultivate what? You need to cultivate equanimity. So what does mean equanimity? What kinds of equanimity you must cultivate? Then here are three kinds of equanimity. What sort of equanimity is this? Reply. Generally, three types of equanimity. Generally, there are three types of equanimity. Number one, what? The feeling of impartiality. Number two, immeasurables. Number three, application. Please remember, when somebody say, when you do meditation, you must cultivate equanimity. That means generally there are three types of equanimity. Number one, feeling of impartiality. What does mean? What does mean? For example, let's say there are three people around you. One is, indifferent person. You don't know much anything about indifferent person. One is your enemy. One is your favorite person. When you look at favorite person, how do you feel? Happy? Upset? Happy. You have a pleasant feeling. Look at the enemy. Unpleasant feeling. Look at the indifferent person. Impartiality. So that means actually, 24 hours we always play with the feeling. A pleasant feeling, attachment, desire. No unpleasant feeling, then angry, hatred, disappointment. Right? When you feel some unpleasant feeling, are you happy? No, I'm not happy. Right? That means whole our life always, confront with the three feelings. So this impartial, impartiality, feeling of impartiality. It is not, we are not talking about the equanimities here. Second, impartiality, that's one among the four immeasurables. What are the four immeasurables? Immeasurable of love, immeasurable of compassion, immeasurable of joy, immeasurable of equanimity. Equanimity, right? This one, I think we should have. I should explain this one. There's an order. Okay, when you practice the four immeasurables, there's a order. First, you must practice the impartial immeasurables. That means you should not have a sense of attachment towards your closer one. You should not have a sense of a hatred toward your enemy. You have a just sense of equanimity for everybody. Everybody, right? That means you have a perfect piece of white piece of clothes. When your mind become very equanimity, when your mind is very equal for everybody, then you can generate compassion, you can generate love, whatever. First, among the four immeasurable, first you practice the equanimity, which is mean should not have a sense of hatred towards your enemy, should not have a sense of attachment towards your dear one. You must have a equanimity towards everybody. Step number one. Step number two, then once you have a equanimity towards everybody, actually why we have a sense of attachment towards our relatives, why we have a sense of hatred toward our enemy, why? Why you really love your relatives, your brother, sister, father and mother? Why? Why we love? Why? It's culture. It's actually culture. Oh, he is my brother, I must take her, I must love. She is my sister, I must love. It look like mainly culture, right? Mainly culture. Or maybe some kind of, you got something benefit from the relatives, that you have a sense of attachment. You got something kind of sense of harming, things harming from someone, then you can have a sense of hatred. Mainly, I think mainly culture. Equanimity. After you have a good equanimity towards everybody, then step number 2, you must generate sense of love. Love, right? Immeasurable of love. So what does mean immeasurable? What does mean immeasurable? Immeasurables mean you cannot measure, right? You cannot measure mean if you have a sense of love towards only your relatives, your friends, or human being, you can measure. You have a sense of love towards everybody, you cannot make a measurement, right? So second, you must cultivate sense of immeasurable of love. When you love, then you have a compassion, right? Compassion. Here I mentioned many times, you should not mix up, love based on the religion and general love. The general love is very conditioned. Something is so nice, so good, we love. Something is ugly, not so nice, we don't like, we don't have a love. We are not talking about this kind of love. What does mean love here? Love and compassion. What does mean love? Compassion? What meaning? Therefore, you need to remember this one, right? The chanting here. Do we have a sentence for immeasurable practices? No? Okay. Do you have the below one? You can read. May all sentient beings be happy. Being be happiness. Has happiness, cause of happiness. He's talking about what? Immeasurable love. Right? May all sentient being has happiness, cause of happiness. It is talking about immeasurable of love. Second, may all sentient being free from suffering and cause of sufferings. He's talking about compassion. This is differentiate between compassion and love. Compassion means you wish all sentient beings happy and cause of happiness. Be happy, cause of happiness. For example, when you see somebody has a suffering, then if you have a compassion, you can have a love. When you see someone has a suffering, wish the person be happy, you have a sense of love. Wish have a wish to have a cause of happiness, you are applying love, right? Same person you feel he or she is suffering, wish to free from suffering, cause of suffering, then you are applying compassion, love and compassion. Two of them, first you generate love, then compassion. When you have three of them, first equanimity, love, compassion, then last you have a immeasurable joy. Right? That means equanimity, 4 immeasurable. Impartial, that is one among the 4 immeasurables. That number 3, equanimity which with respect to application. So when you say, it's mentioned here, you so cultivate equanimity. The equanimity referred to the number 3, which is with respect to application. This is equanimity with respect to application, right? Application. That means When you are free from the laxity and excitement, that means your mind is very calm, focus on the object. Just live like there. Don't try to focus too much. Don't try to have a more clarity. That means when you try, that means you are applying. You are applying, right? That means you have to apply equanimity, which is with respect to application. Nature is be understood is in according with the Pasanga. No need to this one. Okay. Next, page number 69. Page number 69, right? Now, so you have let's say, you know what does mean concentration. You know what does mean mindfulness. You know what does mean vigilance, laxity, excitement, destruction. Do you remember the similarity between laxity and something? Lethargy, laxity. Laxity and lethargy are same or different? Different. How? Lethargy is the cause. Laxity is the result. Right? Lethargy is kind of like a kind of foggy mind, dullness, foggy mind. For example, it look like this morning I thought about the example one. Let's say you have two assistants. One is very lazy, very easy to sleepy, very easy to sleep, have a sleepy mind. One is very active. You have two assistants. You ask them, carry the full of water of cup, right? You ask them, hold this cup of water, full of water. The two assistants carry the cup. One is very active, go where, right? Then he spills the water. One is very lazy, fall asleep. Then he, spill the water. That means, look at, this is a mind. My hands look like mine. Focus on the object, means they hold the object. Laxity come, they drop the object. Excitement come, also drop the object. The dropping object is different way. Laxity is, loose. Man becomes so relaxed, they loose. Second one, try to hold very tightly. When you hold tightly, then what happens? Lose the object, right? When we carry very important object, we hold tightly, then loss, correct. Right? Therefore, the two minds look like, you are two assistants. One is very easy to sleepy, have a sleepy. One is very energetic. Energetic look like excitement. The sleepy person look like a laxity. So, lethargy, laxity, excitement, destruction, right? Now, next sentence, page number 69. The above explanation of the methods for developing faultless concentration are according with the Venerable Maitreya teaching. Okay, now look at, staying with the joyous perseverance, your mind becomes serviceable and you attain all goals. So whatever we wish to achieve, mainly, the mental quality. So concentration is the look like foundation. In order to have the right good concentration, there are 5 faults. This occurs as a result of eliminating the 5 faults. What are the 5 faults? Please read the sentence. Rely on the 8 antidotes. The 5 faults are laziness, forgetting, laxity and excitement, non-application, applications. Right? Total sometimes says 5, sometimes 6. When you say 6, then mean laxity and excitement separate. Here only 5. Laziness. Forgetting what? Instruction. Number 3, laxity and excitement. Number 4, non-application. Number 5, application. For us, very easy to know the laziness, forgetting, right? That means lazy, physically lazy or mentally lazy? Mainly mentally, right? Mentally lazy. So when we do meditation, so our mind is not serviceable to do meditation. Even though somehow you're able to meditate, then it cannot meditate for a long time. Mind feels so tired, so sleepy, laziness. Forgetting what? Instruction, right? It's a very common problem, everybody. So for example, when we attend teaching, we listen very carefully. Then when we come back to our room, try to meditate on something, we cannot remember. Everything has gone. What forget? The instruction, how to do practice. That means we should not be lazy. We should not forget what we learn. Because you look at the Lamrim book, we cannot carry everywhere. It's too heavy, right? Too heavy. So we cannot carry. So that's why you must remember all the instruction in your mind, store in everything in your mind. Then next one, laxity, excitement, we already learned. The last 2, what are they? Non-application, application. What does mean non-application, application? Huh? Yeah, that means sometimes we must apply the antidotes. Right? For example, do you remember? So you have a good mindfulness, right? Mindfulness. Even though you have a good mindfulness, still excitement and laxity arise. Then you detect, you notice, right? Notice. Even though you notice, you not use the antidote, you not apply, then it's also false, right? When you notice laxities arise or already arise, certainly you must apply antidotes. When you realize excitement arise or is ready to arise, then you must apply the antidotes, right? That means if you not apply, then it can be a false problem. Then the last one, non-apply applications. Last one what? Application. Do you remember? Now you can see, equanimity, right? Now your mind is very free from the excitement, laxity. Your mind is very free. Even though your mind is very free, if you try to apply, again, mindfulness, vigilance, then it's become false. Right? That means sometimes you must apply, sometimes you should not apply. When you must apply, when you must not apply. Those are the 5 faults. Must remember, laziness. Number 2, forgetting the instruction. Number 3, an excitement. Number 4, non-application. Number 5, application. Right? Those are the 5 faults. Now we need to learn continuously the next paragraph. What do you do to develop such as concentration? Right? Develop as a result of using the 8 antidotes in order to eliminate the 5 faults. So we need to eliminate what? The 5 faults. We need to clear the 5 faults. How we must clear? Using the 8 antidotes. Right? 5 faults. These are the 5 faults. At that time, result of using the 8 antidotes in order to eliminate the 5 faults. What are the 5 faults? We learn. So what are the 8 antidotes? Hmm? 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 Okay. So one by one, what's the page number? 60? Continuously, right? 69. So, for us, it's so important you must remember the five faults in your mind at antidotes. If you know the eight antidotes, then for you very easy to eliminate the five faults. Also, you must remember all the order. Must order, which is first, which is second, which is third, how we apply antidotes. So, this one we go more precisely. Okay, again one more. How many types of equanimity? Without looking at your Lamrim. 3. What are they? Feeling impartiality. Number 2. Yeah, among the 4 immeasurable equanimity. The last one. Yeah, equanimity with the respect to application. So here we are talking about the last one, which is number 3. So in order to have the right concentration, flawless concentration, what we need? We need to eliminate 5 obstacles, 5 faults. What are the 5 faults? Laziness. You must say forgetful instruction. Then excitement, 1, 2 together. Then 4, application. 4, 5, application. Right now you know what does mean application, what does mean non-application. So what are the 8 antidotes? There must be sentence, right? The 8 antidotes are the basis. Yearning, the basis only the effort, then confidence, plancy, yeah, I think the same thing. Okay, so now we should have like a short break, right, Sunam? Okay, so we shortly little bit study about the 5 faults. I think everybody almost knew. The laziness is the fault because you do not apply yourself as a concentration, right? When your mind is very lazy, very foggy, then you cannot do meditation. That means the laziness is one of the big obstacle. When you are walking at the concentration, forgetting the instruction is false. Because when you forget the object upon which you are instructed to meditate, that means also one of the obstacles. When your mind is not set in the equipoise upon the object of meditation, that means when you forget the instruction, then you cannot meditate on the object of meditation because you forgot the object of meditation. When it is set as the meditative equipoise, when you fully concentrate on the object of meditation, the laxity and excitement are the false because they make your mind unserviceable. Right? That means laxity, excitement are the false or obstacle. The next one, when laxity and excitement occur, lack of effort, no application is false. Then when you realize, excitement and laxity occur, if you not apply the antidote, and also is false. When laxity and excitement are absent, there's no laxity, no excitement, then even though the false is the intention of application, still you try to apply the antidote of the laxity and excitement, and also it's become obstacle. Next we're going to learn the antidotes. How many antidotes we have? There are 8. What are they? Yearning, confidence, buoyancy, Okay, those are the antidotes. Antidotes for what? For the 5 faults. Right? That means now, among the remedies for those faults, the 8 antidotes. These are 4 remedies for the laziness. The laziness has 4 antidotes. What are they? Confidence, yearning, effort, and plancy. Okay? Here's a confidence, but in Tibetan we say teba, like a what is it? Sting or no? Teba. Fully believe in, right? Actually, the English word teba, faith or conviction or faith. When we say faith, conviction or faith, in Buddhism we have 3 types of faith. 3 types of faith. First we go tangvedepa. Tangvedepa means, for example, somebody doing such as wonderful things, then you feel, wow, this is great. I wish to do same as them. It's kind of faith. Tangvedepa. For example, when you remember Buddha, you have such as great, very happy mind to be like a Buddha. Tangvedepa. So admire about them. Tangvedepa. Second is Ngondogitepa mean, wish to achieve as them. For example, when you think about Buddha, the quality of Buddha, then you wish to become yourself as a Buddha. Is one of the faith. The last one, mainly believe in. Ichigitepa. Ichi mean, for example, believe, or this means the faith not necessarily faith into Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. For example, when you really believe in law of causality, for example, negative karma or negative, potential cause, negative result. Positive action produce positive result. You fully believe in also part of the faith. Okay? So here, Tibetan generally say the faith. You should not say, said confidence, faith. Second is faith, yearning, effort, plancy. Those 4 are the antidotes of what? Laziness, right? So now it doesn't work. I turn around. Echo, it must be. Okay. Laziness. Now we little bit study have a plancy, right? Plancy. In Tibetan we say Xinjiang. Plancy, okay? When you confront this word, you need to think 2 types of plancy. Physical plancy, the mental plancy. Plancy, right? So, for example, when we do meditation, we feel sleepy, we feel tired, we feel headache, we have so many physical problems, right? Because we don't have the physical plancy. Physical plancy. Also, physically you are okay, you can stand, like 1 hour, 2 hours, but mentally you are not able to do meditation. That means you don't have the mental plancy. Right? So how we can have the plancy? Two types of plancy. Physical plancy, mental plancy. Here is again, related, is connected to the meditation. For example, suddenly you have a headache. Suddenly you have a backache, stomach ache, right? Some problem. Why? When you do meditation, suddenly you feel I have a headache, right? Backache, feel tired. Why? What happened? We should not say karma. Okay, many people say, I cannot do meditation because my karma. Singaporeans say, oh, my karma la. No. Because our body is based on 5 elements. 5 elements, right? For example, very simple. If you don't wear clothes in cold weather, you feel cold. If you wear thick clothes in Singapore, you feel hot, right? That means when you do meditation, certainly, the energy, mainly the wind energy, the fire energy is running within your body for 24 hours continuously. You stop running energy, what happened? You die, right? Then when you do meditation, suddenly the sudden energy goes somewhere, stuck somewhere. Then you have a headache. Stuck in behind somewhere, then you have a backache. Right? Then you feel so lazy, so tired. That's why the energy cannot flow, all over the body very easy way. That's why you have all this problem. So when you able to do, quite good concentration, then your mind is fully focused on the object or focus on something. That means your all, the energy become very soft, very easy to follow all parts of body. When your body is become very flexible, very soft, and second, your mind is become very soft, very flexible, very serviceable. Because body and mind has a deep connection, particularly the subtle body and subtle mind has a connection. Therefore, plancy has a 2, physical plancy, mental plancy. The plancy means, you can use the body for you can use the body as much as you can. Your mind can use as much as you can. At the moment, when we use our mind for, the good action, it can work for a few minutes, then cannot. Because we don't have the mental plancy. Those 4 are the best antidotes of laziness. Particularly the last one, the plancy is the best antidote of laziness. If you have a true plancy, then there is no any laziness. Even though you no need sleeping, because look at many, the modern scientists say, doctors say, oh, how many hours do you sleep? 6 hours. No enough sleeping. You must sleep 8 hours, right? 10 hours. We human being need how many hours sleeping? 8 hours, right? 8? 6 to 8, right? You can see, like many practitioners don't sleep for a few months. They are okay. Because they have a, physical plancy and mental plancy. If you have, then you don't need sleeping. You are okay, you are totally okay without sleeping for few months, few years. For example, we have, right now the ex-Garden Tiba from Ladakh. I think when he was in South India, he was a abbot of Devon Loseling. He didn't sleep. He, morning he has a lot of teaching, something. The evening he have to go around, make sure everything's okay. When he come back and home, he just sit on the bed. He do like meditation, not really sleeping. Don't sleeping. That's why because plenty. 4 are the antidotes of the laziness. Next one. Then the remedy for the forgetfulness. Laxity, excitement, continuously application are respectively mindfulness. The mindfulness is the antidote of what? Forgetfulness. Vigilance is the antidote of laxity and excitement. Right? Then the intention of the application is antidote of the non-application. The last one, calmly established equanimity is the antidote of the applications. That means 8 antidotes for the 5 faults. Right? Okay. Next we move. Most excellent instruction achieving concentration. They are the for the great master Kamala. No. Okay. Next we just turn page number 73. 73, right? 3. The stage in which is the mental state develop. In this section there are 3 parts. The actual stage in the which mental state develop. The process of achieving with the 6th force. How the 4 attention are involved in this. 4 attentions. Then within the number 1, there are 9 mental states. 9 mental states. So in order to achieve, the karma body, you have to go through the 9 mental states, 9 steps. So what are the 9? Number 1, mental placement. Number 2, continuously placement. Number 3, patch placement. 4, placement. 5, reflection upon the advantage of the concentration. Because Singaporean like the short, it's just training, reflection. Then number 6, pacification. Number 7, pacification. Number 8, attention. Number 9, balance placement. Number 9, right? Without looking, Lamrim, can you count the number? Continue number 1. Okay, number 2, continuously placement. Number 3, patch. Okay, doesn't matter, So look at. Now look at it. We are look like building a house. That means first we have the the basic idea about meditation. What are the obstacles? Mainly excitement, laxity. What are the causes and conditions of laxity and excitement? Right? Laxity mainly not resistant, the 5 faculties and so. Then excitement can be caused of based on what? Attachment. Then destruction, right? Destruction can be caused by other emotions or even though positive minds. Then how we should have proper meditation. That means the concentration must be free from laxity and excitement. When the concentration, mindfulness, the concentration free from them, there was problem, then if you really apply antidote, then there's a problem. Right? That means what are the more, great obstacle of meditation? There are 5. How we can eliminate the 5 faults? Through applying the 8 antidotes, we can clear the 5 faults. Through applying, vigilance, we can clarify the excitement and laxity. Do you remember the three minds I said? First, concentration. Second, mindfulness. Third, vigilance. Right? Must order. That means the first concentration is the general mind. We have generally, overall, the mind fully focused the object or meditation. That means, generally person is looking the object. The general mind focused to the object. After concentration, what we need? We need mindfulness. Make sure you won't forget the object. You won't forget the instruction, mindfulness. After mindfulness, what we need? We need vigilance. So what is the responsibility over the concentration? Is a focus to the object. Concentration has a responsibility to focus. What is the responsibility of the mindfulness? Don't forget the object or don't forget the instruction. What is the responsibility of the vigilance? When the mindfulness forget the object, vigilance must detect. Right? That means when you do meditation, make sure you have a three mind at the same time. Even though you know in three times, even though you have a mindfulness, make sure the two, great obstacle, not occur. Then now is teaching how we go in the final step through 9, mental state. Number 1 is called, very mental placement. In Tibetans say, Samjoba. What does mean mental placement mean? What does mean mental placement mean? Look at this is object. This object. My hand is look like mine. First, the hand just come and hold the pen. Just the mind just absorb, focus the object. Just absorb. Okay, that means you need to learn how your mind absorb the object, how your mind focus to the object. Just mental placement, right? Just try to learn how to focus. Right? Then number 2, continuous placement. First, you must learn how to absorb. Second, must learn how to absorb continuously. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Right? Continuously. Number 3. What is the number 3? Patch placement. That means step number 1, you learn how to focus. Step number 2, you must learn how to focus continuously. Number 3, what does mean patch placement? What does mean? Best English language? Language. Okay. That means you learn how to focus, how to observe. Also you learn how to observe continuously. When you focus on the object continuously, suddenly you forgot the object of meditation. You got some, distraction. Then mind is not there. Then what you need to do? You bring back. You must bring back the mind again on the object. Okay. Patch. Tibetan say here, lend the jogba mean the mind has gone somewhere, bring back to the object. Step number 1, how to focus. Step number 2, how to focus continuously. Step number 3, if you forgot, your money has gone, you learn how to bring back. Right? Then number 4, close placement. That means, focus continuously. Don't forget. Then now more closer mean focus more closer. Okay, closer mean focus more strongly. strongly focus. At the beginning, you should not try to focus very strongly. Just focus. Right? Look at when you touch the hot kind of like things, the hot pot. You cooking something. You're not sure the pot is hot or not. How do you do? Right? First you touch. Then you know how hot they just hot, right? First you just learn how to focus. How to focus. Second, how to focus continuously. Third, you learn how to bring back mind to the focus. Then step number 4, then you learn how to focus more closely. That means look, it's very nice. You learn, you enter into meditation step by step. Number 4, what's the number 4? Number 4, close, placement. Number 5, taming. Nyewar okay, lende gundu jokpa, lende jokpa. Nyewar jokpa. Number 5, tulwar jabaya. That means tulwar jaba, right? Taming, right? Taming, reflecting about the advantage of the concentration. That means look at now, you learn how to focus. You learn how to focus continuously. Also, you learn, when the focus, how to bring back. Also, you learn how to focus very closely, right? Then, still you cannot meditate continuously for a long time. Then, what you need to learn? You need to learn taming. You need to reflect what? Reflecting upon the advantage of the concentration. Then you must remember, the benefit of the concentration, right? Benefit. If I do meditation, all the benefit I can have. First, I can have the physical plancy, mental plancy. Then my mind become very serviceable. You must remember all the, benefit. Then mind stay there continuously, right? The number 6, purification. What do you need to purify? What do you need to pacify? You do this kind of pacification regarding the destruction as a fall. You call any dislike of the concentration, right? That means you need to pacify the kind of sense of dislike, sense of laziness of the meditation. You need to purify it. You need to pacify the dislike on meditation. The number 7, complete pacification. What you need to pacify? There's a chaksem. There's 4, right? 4. Complete pacification. This, what are the fine pacification of the occurrence of the attachment? Number 1, attachment. Number 2, melon. How we pronounce this one? Melancholy? Melancholy or melancholy? Melancholy. Number 3, lethargy. Number 4, sleepiness, right? Here we divide in chaksem is okay. Attachment. What does mean melancholy? Sadness. Uncomfortable. The mind is not comfortable, right? It's kind of sadness thing. You can see sadness. Then lethargy. So when you reach number 6, number 7, then you really need to eliminate, attachment, lethargy, melancholy, sleepiness. Then number 8, one-pointed attention. Still you haven't reached to the Kamabadi, huh? One pointed attention. Zejiba. So when you reach here, then look at this initially exciting effort so that you engage the object of meditation effortlessly, right? That means when you reach to the step number 7, you no need to put a lot of effort. Your mind always automatically able to focus on the object. That's why please everybody, try to meditate step by step. At the beginning, you should not try to have a, close kind of meditation. You should not try to have a taming, pacification, step by step. Okay, so the next 6 force. This way I think you can just study. So next I want to study a little bit about the 4 powers is.
For the ninth stages, normally people take how long? What's the technical step?
Actually, I cannot tell you, based on my experience, based on instruction from my teacher. Also, even the His Holiness Dalai Lama said, if you only focus on like a meditation, 3 months you can achieve the number 9. You can reach to the number 9 within 3 months. That means 3 months you just have, of course you have to eat and drink, right? Otherwise, do only meditation for 3 months.
Full time.
Yeah, full time. That's why, does anybody attend the shamatha meditation in Thailand or Burma or anywhere? Right? So, how they train you on meditation?
Shamatha meditation as taught by
Alan Wallens, yes.
7-day retreat.
Uh-huh.
7 days retreat.
Okay.
This, for most participants, I think, level 1, 2, 3, 4
Uh-huh.
is easy.
Okay.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 depends on each individual.
Okay.
Because everybody comes with a different
Uh-huh.
disposition.
Yes. For example, we have lot of quite number of the shamatha vipassana center all over the world, right? Mainly, I think, funded by Goenka. In Bombay and Bangalore, we have one of the biggest temple in the world. So they have, I think, 1 week training. For 1 week, you just do meditation. Even though you should not talk with anybody. When you are alone, you do meditation. Breakfast, lunch, I don't think they serve dinner. No talk. Even though you should not do any your daily sadhana. You're not allowed to do sadhana, chanting. Just 1 week only meditation. Right? That's why if you, in the future, if you have a 3 months free time, do just 3 months, meditation. Then I think within 3 months, you can reach, you hope to reach, the non-level. Yeah, because, so far we are not really serious, right? Remember, don't remember, practice dharma. Remember, no serious, but serious, no continuous. We are not serious. That's why, of course, you are not. Even though me, as a monk, I am not really serious about meditation. Next important, page number 79. First, just we go number the 4 intention are involved in this. What are the 4 intention? Tight focus, intermittent focus, and inner focus. Then focus. These 4 you need to divide in with the 9 steps. 9 step, There's a 9 step. The first, I think, 2 or 3 step, is kind of the tight focus, the intermittent focus, then uninterrupted focus and spontaneous focus. That means the 8 the steps you can divide into within the 4 levels. The most important, page number 79, the measure of successful cultivation of serenity. This is very important. Right? Measure means how you can say you achieve your serenity, you haven't achieved yet. How we can tell. This is very important. This means has a few sections. We just go directly section A. The presentation of the actual meaning. Once you have properly understood the meaning of cultivating concentration as explained previously, and then sustain them in the meditation, the 9 mental states arise in the sequences, and in this 9 state you are able to meditate on for long session free of the subtle laxity and excitement. Given that you have then achieved concentration that become focus spontaneously without resorting to the effort of continual cultivation of mindfulness and vigilance, have you achieved meditative serenity or not? This is a big question, right? What is the question? That means first you look at, you have the concentration sustain, continuously. The concentration rests based on the 9 mental state sequence, right? Then the 9 state you are able to meditate for long session. When you reach to the number 9, right, 9 level, you able to meditate for long time, long session. Then not only just long session, free of what? Free of subtle, of course, free of the subtle laxity and excitement. That means, let's say, you have a very good concentration. You can concentrate for a long time. Not only long time, the concentration is free from the 2 minds, which is laxity, excitement, right? Man. Then, given that you have then achieved a concentration that become the focus spontaneously without resorting to the effort continuously cultivation. That means asking, is this the karma binding or not? Is this a karma binding or shamatha or not? This is the question. How you able to meditate on for a long time? The concentration is free from the 2 minds. You don't need to put any effort to meditate on. That means, is this shamatha or not? Okay, this is the shamatha or not? This is the question. So in order to know this is shamatha or not, look at a reply. I shall explain in the achievement of the concentration, there are those who do and those who do not achieve plan C. Right? So in order to reply this one, Lama Tsongkhapa say, I shall explain in the achievement of this concentration, there are those who do and those who do not achieve plan C. Right? Plan C. So, if plan C is not achieved, this would be a approximation of the meditative serenity. Right? Even though you have a good concentration, free from the excitement, the 2 minds, no need to effort to meditate on. Even though if you don't achieve plan C, then what? It would be an approximation of meditative serenity. But would not be genuine serenity. That means there's 2 types of serenity. What are they? Approximation of meditative serenity and genuine serenity. Right? Please keep in mind there's 2 types of kind of concentration. One is the approximation of the meditative serenity. Second is the genuine. How you can differentiate two of them? Based on the plancy, right? Thus, it is called an intention that approximate meditative serenity. This is clearly stated in the sutra, unraveling of the intended meaning. Now you can see, even though you fully focus on something for a long time without effort, but we should not say, I achieve Kamabading Shamatha, because you haven't achieved the plancy, physical or mental plancy. Until then, what we call approximate meditative concentration. When you achieve, plancy, then it become the genuine, like a serenity. You please keep, there's a two. Then from there, right, page number 80. All the way to page number 85. These 3 pages mainly explain how we can achieve plancy. What does mean physical plancy? What does mean mental plancy? So without reading the pages, I will explain you simple way. Generally, we are always busy, right? We are always busy during the day or night. Not even though we are sleeping in the bed, we have a lot of dream, we have a lot of fear, we have so many things. Our mind is always busy with something. That's why every time when you realize yourself, you feel so tired, right? When you woke up from the bed, you slept like 6-7 hours. When you woke up, do you feel very relaxed? Do you feel relaxed? No. After you take a shower, have a breakfast, then you feel happy, right? Because mind is so busy. Due to the busy mind, we feel so tired. Physically, we feel so tired. So in order to free from the tiredness, first you need to control the mind. Mind is running here and there, up, down, running everywhere, right? That means you have to learn how the mind bring into one kind of activities. Bring all mind activity into focus on one activity. Then if you just bring all the mental energy in one activity, then you feel be relaxed, be calm, right? Then if you continuously focus on one activity, not many activities, just focus one activity continuously. The activity must be the positive activity, not negative activities. Positive. For example, your mind is very busy meditating on compassion, right? Compassion for 20 minutes. You check after 20 minutes, how do you feel? You feel happy, you feel relaxed. Your mind is very busy with the attachment for 20 minutes. You check how do you feel? Feels, tired. There's a different positive and negative. That's why your mind must activate, with just one positive action. Then you feel relaxed, physically relaxed. Due to, the single mental activity, then physically you feel relaxed, physically you feel bliss, happy. Due to that cause, second you have the mental happiness, mental relaxation. Is then when the mental the pleasant, the happiness become more bit, like a weaker. After that, it just your mind focused to the object on meditation, then you really achieve the serenity or karma bonding. That means in order to achieve karma bonding, serenity, first you need the physical plancy, the mental plancy. After that, then you need to focus the object for continuously. So these three pages mainly explain how to achieve, physical plancy, mental plancy, how this can happen. Therefore, you can see, when you look at the painting of the shamatha painting, you can see first there are like 9 elephants, right? First is very black, slowly bit white, finally very white elephant. Just stay next to the meditator. Then you read to the 9th step. After that, what you can see the the meditator riding on the riding elephant. That means the meditator achieve shamatha. After that, what you can see the meditator flying with the piece of cloth. Do you believe people can fly? You cannot believe, right? Because we don't have meditator, good meditator. That's why he's explaining how it happened. Because if your mind is fully able to focus on something, all your energy flow very easily all parts of body. That means you feel your body is full of like wind energy. Your body become like bubble, so light. That's why you're able to fly. Okay, this is mainly page number 1, 2, 3 is explain mental plan, see how to achieve, what are the cause and condition. Then before we start the serenity part, so we need to check the page number 87. Look at furthermore, the second paragraph, page number 87. If this concentration is imbued with the view that correctly knows selflessness and with the altitude of the determination to be free, which properly ascertain the faults of the whole existence, repeatedly by existence and diligently strive for liberation, is tuned into the path of liberation. Right? If your concentration is not conjoined, not imbued with the the right view, selflessness, or not imbued with the renunciation, this means the karma bonding samatha is just concentration, neither positive nor negative. It's just concentration. Okay, you should not think if I achieve samatha I can become big different. No. Okay, clear? If you only achieve samatha, not imbued, right? Imbued or conjoined with the right view, not conjoined with the renunciation, that means concentration is just the neutral, neither positive, neither negative, just neutral. It never become a path. It never, turn into the path to liberation. If it is the imbued with the precious spirit of enlightenment, is turned into the Mahayana path. Right? The concentration, conjoined with the right view, renunciation, then the concentration become path to liberation. If the concentration, conjoined, imbued with the bodhicitta, then the concentration become the Mahayana path. Otherwise, If you just achieve, the complete concentration, you cannot reach anywhere. You're still in the samsara. That's why we have to know this one. Then next, okay, we don't have a time. So next I will spend only one classes. After I came back from India, I will spend one class about the mundane path and the transcendent path. Okay, then we reach to we start the wisdom chapter. So I give you very simple, instruction, because we have been hearing about the two words, the mundane paths and the transcendent paths, right? Mundane and transcendent path. Let's say everybody achieve shamatha. We have a good concentration. We have a good mindfulness. We have a good concentration. Everybody achieve shamatha. That means we just have a concentration, right? It's neither positive nor totally negative. Just concentration. This concentration practice with the renunciation, right view, then it become part of what? Liberation. Practice with the bodhicitta, then the concentration become part of the Mahayana. Right? Mahayana and liberation path. Second, what does mean the mundane path, the worldly path, transcendent paths? The concentration, after you achieve after you fully achieve the concentration can be the mundane path or transcendent path. It depends on how you practice. Okay? Let's say we are desirums. We have a desire. Let's say how many realms we have? Desire, formless realms. As a desire being, we have a desire attachment, desire realm attachment, desire realm anger, pride, so and so. The being who are in the form realms, they don't have the desire realm attachment. Right? For example, let's say we are human being. Simply, we are human being. We have an attachment, based on we have an attachment which is human being levels. Let's say next to us there's a pig. Pig have an attachment. Both is attachment, right? We human being have an attachment. The pig has an attachment. Both have an attachment. The attachment is different. Pig attach what? Attach on food and all the dirty parts. We don't have this kind of attachment. That desire being has a certain kind of particular attachment. Form realm has a particular attachment. Formless has a particular attachment. So now we want to reduce the desire realm attachment. Right? How? That means there's a two parts. Mundane, transcendent. So let's say I want to attach desire attachment, desire realm anger. How? Simply I want to practice the mundane paths, not the transcendent path. How? Let's say I told you, remember, for example, now I'm in Singapore. After I go back to India, stay like few months, I think, India is so good, so happy. I'm very happy in India. Then I need to check why I'm happy in India. Think about the environment. Compared with Singapore and India, Singapore has a more clear environment. I compare the environment, right? Then slowly I have a attachment of the Singapore land. I have a less attachment on the Indian place. If I keep thinking this, continuously few months, then finally I don't have a really attachment towards the Indian land. I reduce the attachment to Indian land, compare the two lengths. Right? I reduce, but I cannot eliminate. Right? Same thing, I compare with desire realms and the form realms. We have so many problems, so many disease, sickness, so many problems. I think about that, the form realm, and like form realms. They have a long life. They don't have a hepatitis, diabetes, TB, cancer, right? Wow, so nice. I keep thinking, compare two realms. Then finally, I don't have any attachment towards the desire beings, desire realm food. Then I totally reduce attachment towards the desire realms. This kind of practice, what we call the maintenance path. Why? The practice you practice, few millions years, still you are in the samsara, continuously, reborn again and again. It maintain. The second, I thought, no, I should not compare, desire realms and the form realms, because even though I born there, how long I can stay there? How many years? Million years. Then finally, I need to die. Then, after I dead, I born again, desire realms. Then I thought it is not the practical practice. I must learn, how I can reduce attachment. Then attachment arises based on ignorance. Ignorance we have because we don't have the right view. Then finally I realized emptiness, meditate on emptiness for continuously many years, then attachment reduce. Do you remember the Raj Singh Sutra said, ignorance cease, formation cease. Formation cease, karma, consciousness cease. Consciousness cease, name and form cease, right? That means, if I do meditation on emptiness, first I need to realize emptiness, then meditate on emptiness, then finally ignorance cease, then attachment cease, everything going to cease. Then when that means I'm not really reducing, I'm trying to eliminate. Right? That means the mundane path only can reduce. Look like when you have a headache, what do you eat? Medicine? Panadols. Right? After a few hours, so you got headache, right? You eat the Panadol, then next day, again continuously, right? That means look like we are the mundane path, you taking the Panadols. Then the transcendent path is look like doing operation. We operation, right? With cut. You cut, then no problem. Right? So the next we will spend only one class about then. Then in August, the second class we will move the wisdom chapter. Okay? So I really really urge all of you, not just study, which is very good. You study, you learn, which is very good. Not only study and learning, you must practice. When you practice, please you must know how to practice. That's why many Dharma brothers and sisters are very happy to do a lot of chanting, recitation, prostration, which is very good. We should not stay just there. Go further, do meditation. Okay? So this I want to say. So today is the, I think, last Lamrim class in July. So June, July, I don't think we have a Lamrim class, right? No Lamrim class. But we will have a very important teaching from Kundalini Rinpoche. He giving, I think, the three principles, right? Teaching in TBC. Also, he's going to give the Amitabha empowerment. So I checked with the Rinpoche. He said there's no commitment. You can attend the teaching as a receiving blessing. If you could, you can recite the Amitabha mantra, few times a day. There's no commitment. So because many people is very worried about commitment, which is very good. Before you attend any session, you must check what kind of commitment I have to do. Then, after you checking, all the commitment, then you think I cannot do, you should not attend. That's why I checked with the Rinpoche. He said there's no commitment. If you could, you can recite the mantra few times. You can recite few times, right? Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for attending the class. So we do the dedication prayers.